Behind major criminal justice reform, new laws Governor Lee says will help make communities safer while saving money. Democrats say it's one step forward and then two steps back when it comes to certain laws being changed. Our State Capitol Newsroom reporter Gerald Harris is live for us at the Tennessee State Museum with more on this. Gerald.
The governor has a number of criminal justice bills to either veto or sign, but there is some concern. One, mandatory minimum, stiffer penalties, and incarceration cost. Governor Bill Lee is touting significant reforms to Tennessee's criminal justice system.
I think the legislature and the governor try to walk the tightrope of protecting public safety and facilitating treatment and rehabilitation for convicted offenders.
Jim Todd, a former prosecutor now serving as a defense attorney, says there's some good to the reforms that loosen some sentences.
It helps people who are on parole succeed. I think it loosens the restrictions on those that need to get into what are called treatment courts for drug addiction or mental health.
But some criminal justice reforms will strengthen mandatory minimums and increase incarceration time for certain offenders.
With bills that cap the length of probation, I think you're seeing some offenses being raised, like manslaughter has gone from a C felony to a B felony.
The Alternatives to Incarceration Act and the Reentry Success Act are just two of dozens of legislation considered or signed into law.
I think we're moving in the right direction, but we're also taking some steps backwards.
The Memphis Democrat says more can be done. She supports some of the bills being signed by Lee, but some of the truth in sentencing bills are just another avenue, she says, to increase penalties.
Tennessee crossed the $1 billion threshold about 3 years ago for the cost of incarceration, which is higher than it's ever been in Tennessee, whereas our crime rates have not gone down.
On one hand, you have a governor saying that he wants to tackle criminal justice reform, but on the other hand, you're saying we're going to put more people in jail.
And the ACLU says 41 bills considered this past legislative session would have netted more than $57 million in incarceration costs. That's passed off to the taxpayers. Now, the governor is not done reviewing these criminal justice bills, and we can expect him to sign some more criminal justice reform bills. Reporting in downtown Nashville, Gerald Harris, News 2.